Hi everybody, my name is Jessica, my pronouns are she, her, and this class is a really quick little 15-minute quick heat building flow. So we're going to start standing, we're going to jump right into it. Hopefully you're going to build up a sweat, you're definitely going to get a little warmed up in the body. And yeah, it's great for when you want to get your practice in, you want to kind of tire yourself out, but you don't have a lot of time. We don't need any props in this class. Optional 2 blocks if you'd like to use them in your standing practice. Other than that, just bring yourself and I'll see you on the mat. Hello everybody. So today we are going to get started standing. So let's come to the top of the mat and looking down at the feet, we want to make sure that the big toes are parallel with each other. And feet are about hip width distance apart. Nothing crazy here, just a nice comfortable stance. Take a moment here, close the eyes, maybe bring each shoulder blade back one at a time, just to get into the upper body a little bit. Maybe make some circles with your head in one direction and then the other. And we'll begin by bringing our hands at heart center here. Closing the eyes or dropping the gaze down. Take 3 deep calming breaths with audible exhales together just to clear the energy and get ourselves ready to move for the next few minutes. So starting here, big inhale through the nostrils. Perfect, 2 more just like that. Last one. Very good. Release the hands, shake out the arms, shake out the neck a little bit, and let's come back to the top of the mat if we're not already there. Inhaling, arms up, upward salute, and exhale, fold forward, nice and gently, bending into the knees here. Taking a few moments, bringing the hands to rest wherever they want to come naturally. So the shins, the ankles, the ground, maybe even opposite elbows, hug onto each other. And find any movement that feels natural here, that feels good. You know, if I swivel my hips from side to side like this, I can feel the hamstrings, all the muscles running down the back of the legs kind of shifting and pulling in different directions, which feels really good. Relax the neck and the head down. Coming to center here. On the next inhale, halfway lift. So pull the shoulders back, lengthen the spine, gaze comes down, and exhale, melt. Next inhale, hands come to the waist, come up with a nice long spine, hinging at the hips. Upward salute. Inhale those arms up again. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, draw the shoulders back away from the face. Exhale, plant the hands down. We're gonna step back for downward facing dog. So taking your time here. And maybe find some movement here, sending one heel down and then the other heel down. Dropping the head. Inhale, shift the weight forward. We're going to bring the knees down to hover over the mat. Exhale, press back. Down dog. Inhale, with the ball of the feet, press the weight forward into the arms, hover the knees down. And exhale, roll back to down dog. And let's find that a couple more times at your own pace, finding like a rocking motion, a rolling motion, making this nice and fluid. Last one. You got this. Inhale, look forward. Shift the weight forward slightly. Bend into the knees. And exhale, step or hop your way forward, coming to the front of the mat, meeting in a forward fold. Taking a moment here, shaking out the neck, allowing the head to rest heavy.
sighing it out if you need to. Inhale, halfway lift. Find that long spine. Exhale, fold. Next inhale, hands to the hips. Hinge forward at the hips, long spine, reach those arms up. And exhale, we're gonna step out, wide step, keeping the arms extended, heels in slightly, toes out slightly. Bend the knees just a little bit here. Big inhale. And exhale, we're gonna fold forward between the legs. So take those knees out wide, find that bend. Long torso, hinge at the waist. Bring the hands down. So from here, we're going to bend into each knee. So shifting the weight over to the left side. Maybe bring the toes up on the right foot, coming back to center. And we'll find that on the other side here, using your hands to support you. One more time on each side. Very good. Coming back to center here. Shift those toes forward and press the heels out so the knife edge of the foot is a nice long straight line. Drop that head down. Taking a few breaths here. This would be a good place to use blocks if your hands don't rest comfortably on the ground here. And just notice with each exhale how you kind of sink a little bit deeper. Maybe your head comes a little closer to the ground. One more breath here. And on the inhale, bring the hands to the waist here. Allow the torso to rest on the upper thighs. Hinging at the hips, squeezing the inner thighs. Come all the way up. Reach the arms up here. Exhale, release the hands. We're gonna step to the front of the mat here. So 1 or 2 big steps. Shake it out. Inhale, arms up, upward salute. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift on the inhale. And exhale, plant the hands. We'll find our downward facing dog. Once again, taking your time here. Pressing the weight back towards the heels, even if the heels don't make it to the ground. We want to move the weight that way to get the weight out of our shoulders and our upper body. So pressing back, making sure your heels are disappearing behind the toes. Inhale, find that plank, shift the weight forward, use the toes. Exhale, press back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, shift back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, come down onto the knees, and we'll find a child's pose here. So taking the knees nice and wide, sending the hips back towards the heels, and then finding the variation with your arms that feels good. You can reach the arms forward or stack the forearms in front of you and rest your head. Otherwise, just bring the head down to the mat here and find some space in the low back by really using the forearms to press the hips back. And let go here. Let your body melt down into the earth. Notice how you're feeling. What parts of your body are warm? What parts of your body are you more aware of suddenly? Coming back into that breath and noticing the rhythm of your heartbeat. Noticing the hips and the tops of the feet, and the triceps and the biceps, and visualizing them softening and melting
down into the support of your mat with a sense of ease. And on the next inhale, let's start to make our way up from here, pressing into the forearms
and maybe the palms. And we're gonna make our way down onto our back. So taking your time, coming onto the back and bending the knees so that the knees are pointed up and the soles of the feet are down into the mat. Bringing the arms out open. We'll bring the right ankle to the top of the left knee. And if you feel this opening the outside of the right hip already, you can stay here, or you can play with some movement here. I like to rock from side to side on the rooted foot. And just notice the sensations that you feel, the different way the stretch moves through the body when you offer some gentle movements. Another option here is to really hug this shin into the body. And this is a little more intense on the hip opening section. So just find what you like, and we'll take a few more breaths here. Slowing it down, coming back into the body and the breath. And then whenever you're ready, we can gently start to switch sides here. So finding that figure 4 on the other side. And noticing one side might be tighter than the other. One side might have more to offer in regards to openness and stretching. And being okay with that. We don't have to force both sides to be the same. Just kind of finding some neutrality, some balance with where your body is today, without judgment, without any strong feelings that something is wrong, because nothing is wrong. We're exactly the way we're meant to be from one moment to the next. Just taking one last breath here. And then we'll release into our final resting posture, Savasana. And anything that feels good and supportive here works. So don't be afraid to keep the knees bent or adjust yourself. You can even come to your side or onto your belly. And start to let your breath return to normal. And allow your mind to float around as you notice the way it moves. We have reached the end of our practice together. You can certainly extend your Shavasana if you would like to. Otherwise, begin to deepen the breath and invite some movement back into your body, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much.